As you can see, this trailer is in shambles. It's a salvage trailer, I'd call it. Not safe for anybody to be living in right now, but we'll change that. I figured, even though I've already started, I'll let you guys come along for the ride here, show you what I know, and if along the way you guys know any tips and tricks, just leave a comment in the comment section and I'll take it to heart. I'll read all of them and get back to you. Whew. So if you guys are doing something like this, I definitely recommend these half face masks. You don't have to go with these cartridges here. They have just some pink, I think they're called particle filters. They're much cheaper than these. This is just what I had on it from when I was spraying some spray foam one time. So definitely do this. They're a little uncomfortable at first, but they'll get used to it. You just don't want to breathe in all this other stuff up here. The insulation is bad enough on its own, but then you also have like mouse poop and all that other stuff in these old mobile homes. All right, so we got 2 rooms down. This here is the front bedroom here. This is the dining room slash kitchen. The stove and everything was over here. Stove, refrigerator, sink, and the dining area. What I'm doing with this insulation here is I'm just going to roll it up like this and then tie it up with twine. There's no real good way to dispose of it around here, so I have to take it all to the dump. I've already made one trip full of just the drywall from the walls and the insulation from the walls. But the dump here is just over an hour away, so it's not something that, you know, can do all the time. But I think one more trip will get us done. So this here's the front room. So I gotta rip down that plastic. We got a small little tiny hallway here, which goes to the bathroom. So I'm moving on to next. And then the back bedroom, or the master bedroom, whatever you want to call it. So this is the before. If you stick with me on this journey here, you'll see the after. There's a lot of stuff to do, but most anybody can do it with a little bit of patience and hard work. It can be done. A little bit of money too, so but maybe not as much as you're thinking. All right, let's get back at it. So this here is after I took the first layer off, and it looks like there's another whole layer with another vapor barrier here. This plastic's the vapor barrier there. The only place that I've had to take it off so far is right here, just because it was all falling through. Definitely a lot hotter in this section over here. You can definitely tell that the sun's just beating straight down on that. I'd like to, ooh, that's hot to the touch. Wish I had a infrared thermometer on me. Tell you how hot that is. It's about 80 degrees out today, so I got a little more. This here is the part that you know, is good. That's bad. I'll still end up taking this out. I think I'll just leave it in place for now though, just to insulate it a little bit from that blazing sun. Apparently we have a leak, an active leak. That's coming from the bathroom somewhere, so not a big deal, but I didn't realize it when I ripped the drywall down. There's a lot of spots that had leaked in the past throughout the years that we just coated the roof, so we'll see. But I figured I'd just show you guys that. Let's pull that out of the way and see if we can't see. Well, that's weird. No water there. But there's definitely water there. I don't see nothing. At least in this bay. I'm sure once I look at it a little closer, we'll find it. It could be over here, somehow migrating over, but this here ain't wet. Or maybe it is. Yeah, a little bit. Right there. Oh, is that it right there? No. Well, just add to the list. It's a long list, so we got time. As you can see, I've been rolling this up. It's just easier for me to handle, so I'll roll it up that way. And then I will bring it to the dump after I'll tie it off and just kind of throw it in the corner. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in this back room with the floor and then work our way forward. That way I can put anything that needs to be taken to the dump later just in these front rooms and still have an open path. Let's get back to it. So as you can see, guys, a lot of the stuff's tore up. This is a big reason why you want to be wearing a respirator. You don't know what's been up there and living in. That looks like an old mouse nest or something up there. And you see the discoloration from pink to brown. That's just air has throughout the years as it's been going by. And that's just been acting as a filter. So all the air leaks coming into the house. If you look at it, this insulation is maybe 1.25 inches. It's probably rated at 1 inch. So 1 inch of fiberglass insulation times 2 with an air gap in between probably ain't doing more than R9. So it's definitely lacking. Now the way that these are built though, you can't get much more because you'll either be compressing them here on the ends to where it's next to nothing, which defeats the purpose of fiberglass insulation because it needs air pathways. That's how it gets its R value. But as you can see, there's maybe 6 or 8 inches at the center. So you're not gonna get a lot. I'll either go back with R13 bad or a little bit, maybe R19, and I'll just have to compress it at the ends. or blow with fiberglass or cellulose to get a better R value. Yeah, that's definitely why you want to wear a respirator though through all this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest on safety, but you know, little stuff like that can help you out. So I had to take this one out, and I'll probably have to take this one out too because it's all damaged. So it's gonna be extra hot in this area. If you look here, you can tell it's probably been condensation coming throughout the years there too. All right, so we're all done. It looks pretty okay for now. There's still some insulation, little bits that need picked up, but if you guys have made it this far in the video, go ahead and let me know. Is this something that you would tackle, or would you just tear it down and move another one in? But here we go, as a quick walkthrough. This here's the insulation that came out of it, out of the ceiling. Like I said, I left the other insulation up there that still has the vapor barrier intact so it doesn't get crazy hot in here. So there'll be roughly about half, or twice, I'm sorry, there'll be roughly about double that amount once I take the other stuff out. Here's a quick walkthrough. Here's the front bedroom again. As you can see, there's a lot of screws and stuff that will be taken out. I won't show that happening, but that needs to happen. I did a sweep. Looks better. Still obviously needs stuff done. And this is the dining room, full of still all the drywall from the ceiling originally. Or dining room and kitchen. And then the front room. You can see all the damaged floors and everything that will be done if you keep following along. If you'd like to follow along, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't know how often I'll post, but I'll try and post videos, you know, once a week or so. Make it a full-on series. Help me out a lot if you guys do. Any constructive criticism, let me know. Or any suggestions on how to do something or what to do. Alrighty.